Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing a chocolate Rocky Mallow Slice. Please subscribe and please share. Now the first part of the video is making the base. You may have seen this previously, so you can just run on to the next stage. The next stage is making the cream, which you may have already seen that one before. So then just run on to the end bit, which is the finishing touch, which is basically the topping and cutting. Anyway, we'll get right on with the video. Right guys, the first job we do, put your biscuits into a plastic bag. Right, now what we're going to do is give this a good smash up. That's it. And put them back into the bowl. Now we're going to melt down the chocolate, the golden syrup, and the butter. Right, that's ready. Now what we're going to do, we're going to add in the biscuits. Right, now we get our tray. This is a 30 by 40 centimetre tray. And our baking paper. Just pop that on. Now we just pop all the content of this onto the top. Now, what we want to do now, guys, roll it out. So you're covering the base. Another trick, guys, put your bit of water over your rolling pin. This also helps to roll out. And there we go, guys. Now we're going to go and pop that into a fridge. First things, guys, we put the margarine or butter into the bowl and fix this to the machine. Right, we'll start this on first speed and then knock it up onto third speed so it gets nice and creamed up. Well, now what we want to do is add in half the icing sugar. Now be very careful with this, guys, because when you start the machine up, you want to start it on first speed for 1 minute, just to let it turn round. Otherwise the icing sugar goes all over the kitchen. Now you can whack that up a bit to around about third speed. Can go higher if you want, but on this K mix it tends to be not very good at very high speed. Right then, we'll add in the next part of the icing sugar. That's it, be very gentle. Again, the same thing is, be careful, put it on first speed, just let it turn round, and then you can slowly put the speed up. I'm going to knock the speed up now so I can get that nicely creamed up, nice and light. can see it's getting nice and light. Now I'll take the machine bowl off. I'm going to give this a real good scrape down. Don't forget guys, get the butter off the bottom of the bowl because it always seems to stick on the bottom. Right, now get your marshmallows, and now we're going to add the water into the marshmallows. And now we're going to pop the marshmallows into the microwave for around about 2 or 3 minutes. If it needs longer, because of your power of your microwave, then a little bit longer. Bring them out, check them, give them a good stir around. If it needs to go back in, just pop them back in. I can see this is actually starting to come down nicely, these marshmallows. So it mix in so it's nice and smooth. Now we're going to start adding in the chocolate. Because the marshmallows are still warm, the chocolate will melt in nicely. There you go, it makes a really lovely looking cream. So you want that to be really smooth. Let's take the bowl off. Now we'll add all this chocolate mixture in, the marshmallows. That tastes good. That's all of it in the bowl. Now I'm going to put it back onto the machine and knock it onto first speed for around about a minute, so you get it all turned in. Now slightly turn up the speed. Because there's a lot more in the machine bowl, I would say 3rd speed would be plenty. Now take it off and give it a good scrape down. Make sure all the white cream is off the bottom. Now pop it back onto the machine, and again we'll start off on 1st speed. Let's mix that round, and then we'll slowly knock that up onto 3rd speed. Right guys, now get your base out the fridge. And now we're ready to put the cream on the top. Now just pour the cream on. Just scrape it all out of the bowl. Now spread it right out to the sides. That is starting to look lovely. That's it, just flatten it out. Right, and we just let that cool down for a bit. Now we'll get on our chocolate. We'll pop our chocolate into the microwave. Now you don't want to be too long in a microwave. You want to keep an eye on this all the time because it tends to burn if you're not careful. Oh, that looks just right. And now what we're going to do is pour this onto the top of the cream. Now what you want to do is move the tray left, right, forward and back, and just let that spread out evenly on its own. And now we're going to just let that dry for an hour. And now it's cooled. Now we're going to chop off the edges. Always keep your knife nice and clean, just by popping it into water and using a cloth. That just gives it a nice clean edge. That's it. Take off all those 4 edges. And now we're going to mark it 5 by 4, or you can do whatever size you want. This makes 20 slices, which I sell in my shop, but if you want to make it smaller, then do so. Right, once again, we're cutting down through the slice. Always keep your knife clean, and that gives you that nice clean cut edge. Right, and there we go, guys. It's as simple as that. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll tell you what, they were absolutely lush. With that combination of the base, the cream and the chocolate on the top, it's to die for. Do check out my playlist below. Also, don't forget, your recipe is below the video. Also, a link to my Facebook page at the Traditional Bakery, and that also has photographs with recipes under the photos. Anyway, we'll see you again shortly. Laters!